I'm Aubrey.
And I'm Amy.
Let's discuss.
I was about to say, and you're watching Food Mania Review, but this is not what that channel is anymore. Although I bet some of you guys who have watched these videos have looked at our previous food reviews.
Yeah.
And that's why we like to review foods at the beginning of each video.
Our Food Mania Review channel, like we turned that channel into this channel, and we're glad that literally 40-something thousand of you stayed with us. So that's really great.
Hi, I'm Aubrey.
And I'm Amy, and we're on Patreon. Please check out our Patreon. The link will be here on the screen because of our amazing editor. And for a low price of $5 a month membership for our account, you're going to get access to our couch karaoke videos.
So professional and well done.
Amazing singing by us. And also some extra food reviews and some other behind the scenes footage that we'll add from time to time. So check us out, and thanks for your support.
And we have our first Patreon
subscribers.
So yay for that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for
Do you know this
joining us.
name?
I
Shout
should have
out?
looked it out. Maybe I can look it up right now.
Let's give this person a shout out.
Well, because one of them is our editor, but the person who's not our editor is
one of them is our editor. I'm dead. We're so popular.
We're very popular, and which is also why you really should just go ahead and share this podcast with everyone that you love. Okay, our Patreon follower is 30, drumroll, Emmy. Thank you so much for following us on Patreon. Yes, that is our first Patreon follower. But we were just talking today.
Too, please follow our Patreon.
Follow us. I think we have a free trial where you can look at some of our extra footage, but I'm going to upload some.
It's really ridiculous and fun things like us doing karaoke
on the couch, and then
we're going to start doing some food reviews for it as well.
Yeah, to keep things nostalgic.
Exclusive ones.
It's going to be like Food Mania Review.
Yeah.
But
or if you guys would like something not creepy that we could do for the Patreon subscribers,
not creepy.
Please let us know.
Yeah, we're not doing
no freaky out requests.
No foot stuff. No
foot stuff.
It's not happening. I mean, unless how much money would it take?
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys.
Just kidding. Just
actually, yeah.
Totally kidding.
I was gonna go on the rant that I went on earlier, but that Eric went on earlier with the bed shaking.
Oh. Okay, that was sorry.
I can't. Anyways.
Anyway, yeah, let us know if you have any cool things
or want to pay us $1 million just
to show our feet.
Because that works too. Just kidding.
I mean, literally, how much money would it take? How much money would it take?
Face included or no face included for the feet pics?
I mean, they are just pictures of your feet, so
that's what I'm saying. I'm people can find there's probably a photo of me in my bikini somewhere, and my feet are probably in the photo.
100%.
Or just me laying around my house and my feet are out.
We were gonna talk about something for this episode, but we could do the whole episode about fetishes and weird people, because here's the thing. So now I have that makes me think of a story. And I know that you know about this, but I don't know if you really remember when you were. This is really horrible. I'm just letting you know the price of fame. When you were in middle school age, I want to say, probably around 5th grade or so, or maybe 4th. Anyway, a small girl, when you were a child girl person, you had an online stalker.
I remember that I had a stalker.
And he had a knee fetish.
It was a knee fetish?
He was obsessed with knees. And I think there were probably a couple other little girls and teenage girls that he was a little into as well. But anytime there would be, not even photos that I would post, but sometimes it was me or just stills from the show that would go online somewhere. If you were wearing a skirt where it showed your knees, he would repost it on his Facebook and be like, look at Aubrey, she's so cute and beautiful. I mean, she was 4th grade.
What the freak?
And look at her beautiful knees. He's probably watching this right now. Anyway,
literally,
and he was able to find our address, our home address, and he mailed letters to you. And
what were the letters like? Did you ever look?
They were basically him just saying that he was such a big fan and he thinks you're so cute and that hopefully you can meet someday and that I don't know if you'd ever like someone like me. I'm really shy and blah, 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 blah.
I don't know if I'd like a creepy 40-year-old man either, so it's okay.
I don't know how old he was. Don't know. I know where he lived, though, and what his address was, so it wasn't hard to find him to, tell him to stop it. But yeah, he had a knee fetish, and this is the other really crazy thing. It's weird, so weird. He so his Facebook profile was public, so I could go on it and see because he would follow the modern. So I had a Facebook fan page for you, and then I took it down because I was like, nope, this is just like a perv page.
Yeah.
But he would go on there and like make comments. I took it down. But anytime, like even the Modern Family, the Facebook page and stuff, he commented all over that. So I found his Facebook, and he had no shame about his fetishes. He posted about it regularly. He posted
He let that freak flag
other girls
fly.
and was like, look at her beautiful knees. And then he also would put posts about like he fantasized about getting kneed in the balls. That was his like big get off moment. Like he really wanted that. And
You know, he could pay someone who's like a grown adult to do that to him. He doesn't have to terrorize little children, you know.
I mean, you gotta wonder, like, did this guy just get kicked in the balls by like little girls when he was a kid because he was probably weird, and like
Maybe
now he's like
even weirder
arrested,
and
developmentally fixated on that.
it's
That's just
possible.
me armchair analyzing the
Psychology
situation.
of fetishes like that, yeah, like
I'm not a fan of fetishes. I think that they're almost
when
always.
does something okay, this maybe is a crazy topic.
This topic has turned.
People 18 and under, well, not 18,
This
but
is-
like under 18, please leave right now.
This is not your show, but yeah.
When does like a kink become a fetish? Like, what makes that difference?
Here's where I draw the line is that it becomes a fetish, and why I'm not into fetishes and why I think they're inappropriate, well, I think they're unhealthy rather, not inappropriate, but unhealthy, is that if you get to a point where you have to have it to get off, then you have a problem.
That's a fetish. Like,
That
is
is a
kind
fetish
of-
because that's like basically like the sexual version of an addiction. Because if you have to have it, then you're fetishizing something almost, to me at least, like from what I've like seen in other people and read about and heard about and had people tell me, like that it's almost always a way of taking a step away from reality, right? It's like a form of fantasy, and that can be like fine if it's consensual and it's for fun and it's just something that you do for fun. But when it gets to the point where you have to have it, then it's not fun anymore. Then it's controlling you, and then that's a real problem. So that's why I just think that anything that removes you from reality and you have to have that, that's not okay, because you know we actually live in reality and it's important to be there. Like especially if you have a sexual partner, like why would you
to
not
me,
want to be with them?
It's like when
for real.
white boys like, well, we both
Did you just say white boys?
White boys. It's like how white boys like love Asian women or love women of color.
Yellow fever.
Like this is like a thing. Like,
it's real.
Like Asian women specifically, I feel like too get like really, really like fetishized, and like guys would be like, I don't date white girls, and I'm like,
Massively fetishized.
You saying that just feels a little bit like, yeah, you can like have like a type and like a preference and like whatever, and like, oh, it just so happens that like it gets weird to the point where like I only date Asian girls, cause like some guys are freaking like that, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, a lot of guys are
So
like
many
that.
white boys are like that, where like they will only date Asian women or a specific race that's not their own. Yeah, it's like they like have to have that race specific. Like that's like kind of why it's like fetishy, or like why it's like this, like why Asian women are fetishized.
Yeah,
in a sense. Yeah.
This show, we were going to talk about something else. We were going to talk about.
Anyways, should we do our sound of the day and our damn? Should we review this damn fucking food? We got so distracted.
Wow, that was
my gosh.
such a
I know.
digression, massive digression. Okay,
Like,
so we should
okay.
do sound of the day.
Okay.
Okay, ready? One, two, three.
Yeah.
We're both tired.
Yeah. There we go.
We're both a little tired right now. It's
Both
like that
tired.
time of the day. It's 6 p.m. right now, and that always feels like, oh, you can just kind of like wind down and relax because you've been
Right,
busy all day.
right, yeah.
But no, we're podcasting for you.
Go on that grind
people.
set for
That's
you
right.
guys. No.
Working hard here on the couch.
Oh boy.
Aubrey is still in her office casual clothing though,
My office casual clothing for work. Yes.
which is also known as my clothing because she doesn't own office casual clothing.
No.
But anyway,
I literally told him today, I was like, I didn't have anything to wear, so this is my mom's pants.
Aren't you
for a
lucky that
top.
we can wear the same clothes?
I know, and we have the same shoe size too.
I know. So fortunate.
Yeah.
Don't ever grow anymore. Stop right now. Be done. You're done, though. You're done.
I'm definitely done.
You're definitely done.
I would like to be like 5'6".
My
But
dream
that's
height
not
was
happening.
5'5". I always was like, oh man, if I could just be
Dream?
5'5". But 5'3" was what was meant for me.
I can't.
That's what Jesus wanted me to be.
Okay, now.
Just kidding. All right, we have a really cool food review for you
Yes.
though, and I'm
A really
excited.
cool
Aubrey's tried them
company.
before. I have not.
I have been like having my eye on these for so freaking long. Let's pull them out. And this company reached out to me without me even asking, and they were like, "Do you want us to send you a package?" And I was like, "Yes."
Fruit Riot!
And this is not sponsored. They did not pay me. I just wanted
They just
to show
offered
my
to
love
send them to her.
because I love trying interesting foods like this, and I always love a healthy alternative to candy.
And these you keep in the freezer, so we should probably
Dive in.
go in because they've been sitting out here.
Oh
now.
gosh, I know. I got a package of these for a road trip, and I was eating them, and I couldn't finish them, and they got so melty.
Here's a little.
Oh, thank you. So,
This one is sour mango. What do you
and
have?
this one is Cherries Vintage Cola. It's a
Ooh.
what is it called? A collab with the Olipop brand. If you guys know that soda
Ooh.
brand, which a lot of people like. Ooh. Well, this one smells really, really good. Actually, frozen mango splashed with lemon juice and sour candy coating.
Okay.
All right, ready? Cheers.
Cheers.
So,
Oh, it smells like a cherry cola.
really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I feel like this is gonna feel crazy though.
Here's the mango piece.
Here is the. It's pretty
Oh
big.
boy. I'm just remembering the flashbacks from when I had these. Okay.
Are you really sour?
Suck on it.
You're supposed to suck on it?
I like the suck on it, but
So it's a real piece of fruit, right? That's good.
mm-hmm.
That's really good. That's what the inside of the cherry looks like. Mmm.
This mango is really sweet, so it's really good. I had the grape ones last time. I think it was a little bit too sour for my liking. I want to try another piece. This is like pure sour.
This one is sweet and sour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I really like that because I like cherries.
I love cola too.
Oh, it's sour.
I told you.
Oh, it's really sour.
Mm.
Isn't that good?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's very sour.
I told you, Mom.
It's good though.
No, you're good.
Oh my god, it's so sour. And it's not like a traditional sour candy like Sour Patch or something where the sour goes away like in a second and then it's really sweet. It stays sour through the whole.
I ate like
I can't.
20 of those.
Oh god, that's maybe like too sour for me. I
really
liked
like-
it though.
I really like this cherry cola one.
That one's really good.
It's a great alternative to candy.
Do you want any more?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're good. Okay.
Yeah.
I might eat one more of these. I like because I have so much sour in my mouth. I want the cherry now. Okay, so Fruit Riot
Thank you for
in the
Ryan
freezer
for sending
section.
us.
Thank you so much for sending these. These are
Yeah, I got it at Target last time.
so cool. It's a great idea. Like a real piece of fruit with like candy.
Yeah, and people have
coating.
been like DIY making these with like the lemon juice on it and stuff. But yeah, now it's a company making them.
Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna put these
I
back in
also
the
really
freezer.
like the packaging, like the aesthetic.
We derailed ourselves just a little bit,
Sorry for that
but you know,
crazy intro, guys.
this is just what it's. I mean, this is how we are at home. We just talk about
We're
stuff.
literally
That's kind of what we wanted to give you in this podcast. Is just like feel
A
like
very
you're
chill
hanging out with
feeling.
us on our couch in Los Angeles.
So if you get
And we're
offended
just-
by anything that we say,
Just
whatever,
know that we're offensive people.
oh, I know it's like this is very much just like how we speak to each other. And I mean, if you guys have a problem with that, then I don't know.
It is like you
You
wouldn't
don't have to
maybe
speak to your kids that way.
you
or,
maybe
like-
wouldn't be friends with us.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm never going to
It's
Amy
meant
and
to feel
Aubrey's
like we're
house
on like
again.
a FaceTime call with you or something similar like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very chill vibes.
Well, maybe we should get to our topic. We
Anyways,
can cover it.
So
The plan today was to talk about New Year's resolutions.
And you're like, why would you freaking bring this up? And it's not even January. And it's because this is around the time of the year people start giving up on their New Year's resolutions.
Or have way already given up.
Or have already given up, and they're probably regretting giving it up or feeling harsh about themselves.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by people who've stuck to them this long. Okay, so did you have a specific one, and what was it?
I didn't have one this year necessarily because I find that if I make a specific one, I will disappoint myself.
I think that's pretty common. I do not make New Year's resolutions. I stopped doing it a long time ago.
Setting intentions is more important because when you set an intention, things can go multiple ways. Your career can go in a different path, but what you set out to do, you will typically find. If you're setting a specific goal, that's all also like what?
You almost sounded like Yoda for a second. It was
what does Yoda sound like?
Like what you set out to find, you will find, or whatever. Something that was the worst Yoda voice.
Yeah, what was that?
What the hell? I sounded like a little like Asian lady. I am a little Asian lady. What we were talking about, New Year's resolutions.
Oh, and I said like setting intentions. I feel like a lot.
Yes,
of times,
Yoda.
Yeah. What you would set out to find. I feel like setting intentions is better because you can't control what's going to happen during life, and you can't always control your schedule, but you can control the way that you feel or the end goal. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
And you know what? You can pick your friends. And you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose.
This is her version of telling me that I sound fucking stupid.
No, it was the way you were saying it. You can control this, but you can't control this, but you can control it. It was the way you were saying it. And I was like, that makes me think of that old joke. Okay, anyway.
That old joke about people who are dumb.
Of you can pick your nose and you can pick friends, but you can't pick your friend's nose. You're not dumb.
I'm dead.
No, I think that's very astute of you to, like, it is true, like, your intentions. So that's actually... I stopped doing New Year's resolutions a long time ago, like probably in my 20s. I remember just being like, why do people do this? This is so dumb because nobody ever keeps doing it. Like,
and nobody changes drastically usually.
Well, that's the thing. If you want to actually change something about yourself, just change it. It doesn't have to be the new year to do it. Like, just do it whenever. And and if it's working for you, great. And if it's not, you don't have to keep doing it, or you can adjust it and modify. Like, that's life. But what I do with a couple of my friends, Jenny being one of them, is every year we pick a word that sets an intention for the year coming up. We usually do it around like the holidays. We have a little get together and we all pick our word. And Jenny, of course, being the official recorder, she like writes it down somewhere. And so if we forget, we can be like, what was my word? And she'll tell us what it was. But now the funny thing is, I'm not sure if I remember what my word for 2026 is. I think it might have been like, I want to say growth, but I don't think that was it. I'm done growing.
I want to say
no,
growth.
No, I'm not done growing. It might have been like something to do with probably like earning money. I'm guessing it might have been like abundance, something like that. Yeah.
Abundance is always a good one because you can find it in any aspect in life.
Or it might have been profit or whatever. Like just focusing, not because I'm like, I'm gonna be rich, but it like 2025 was a difficult year financially, so I just like wanting to get like back on track financially.
Yeah.
Just stay focused on that. But that was like probably like one of my biggest intentions of the year.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
Because we have one Patreon follower now, so.
Duh.
Hello. Yeah. We can pretty much quit this podcast now. Okay. So, so we're going to talk about just resolutions and intentions in general. Okay. Yeah. So, wait, you did have one or you didn't?
I didn't. I can go back in my journal and look, though, and I can show you guys like what I put in the beginning of the year.
Although she and her boyfriend did make a Lent.
Yes, and Catholics don't come after us. Because both of us are not Catholic.
Oh, I thought was he raised Catholic?
No, Eric wasn't raised religious.
Oh, I was thinking he was raised Catholic for some reason.
My boyfriend is Christian now, but no, he wasn't raised religious, and not at least not within the Catholic Church. But our friends are, and they were like, let's go. Like, they're like, oh, we might go to a Lent service. Would you guys like to come? And that's a whole other story to tell. Because Well, we're like, he was telling me, he's like, well, if we go to Lent, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to sacrifice something until Easter. And I was like, okay, what should we do? I was like, maybe because our eating habits have been horrible, we should do no fast food. And he's like, yeah, that seems completely reasonable. And guess who stuck to it and who didn't? I stuck to it.
Uh-huh.
But
she stuck it.
Yeah, when we went to the Lent service, it was one of the evening ones, and I looked online and it said like English mass, like at
That's right.
at 7:00. Well, it wasn't Spanish, and I can like kind of read Spanish, but not really because I grew up in California and was in the high school system here, so I did like Spanish 2 and 1. And
Hola.
So turns out the English and Spanish combined one ended at 6:30, and the all Spanish one started at 7. So guess who showed up
at 7
to Lent? Would it be called Mass? Like
Mass? Yeah. Well, was it a Catholic church?
Yeah.
Yeah, to Mass.
Guess who showed up to the Spanish-speaking Mass at 7:00 or 6:30, right after the other one ended?
Well, the funniest thing to me is how long you guys sat through it.
No, we sat there for 30 minutes.
Not knowing what they were saying at all.
I showed up at 6:30 because, like I said, like English 6:30, right? And so I get there, we're sitting for a long time, and I'm like, okay. I look around, I'm like, I think I'm definitely the only Asian person in here, and all of you guys are the only white people in here, and everybody is Hispanic. And I'm like, that's cool, though. That's cool. Like, I don't care. And, yep.
You don't know what anybody's saying.
They announced what, like, when they were starting, I think they were saying, and I was like, yeah, no, we're cooked. We're cooked. And so, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. We, like, we left. Like, not in the middle of it, but, like, towards the very beginning, because I started to realize that we wouldn't understand anything. And so there's my failed attempt at Mass.
Yeah.
It didn't work, but hey, I did stick to eating no junk food besides doing Dairy Queen because my cousin works there and we wanted to visit him at work.
Which I kind of feel, I said to her, I don't think it doesn't
treat.
Totally count because we only had ice cream. We didn't eat the burgers and fries and stuff. Well,
exactly.
I got some fries, but I didn't make the Lent commitment. But yeah, growing up, so I grew up evangelical Lutheran, which was very conservative and very horrible. And those of you who are evangelical Lutherans, good for you. If that works for you, that's fine. I don't have a problem with it.
This was her experience.
I personally hated it and thought it sucked a dick. So anyway, for me, it sucked a dick for me. So it was very restrictive and very controlling and very misogynist. The church that I went to. Your evangelical Lutheran church might not be.
Different.
This was in the 70s and 80s. Okay, so but we didn't give stuff up for Lent. That's primarily a Catholic thing, right? So I had a couple friends who were Catholic, but I didn't know what it was. And I also didn't know about the eating no meat on Fridays. I didn't know about that until I got a little... Did you know?
That's a Catholic thing?
Yes.
You don't eat meat
That's
on
why at
Fridays?
McDonald's they have filet of fish on Fridays.
Oh,
They'll have them on
really?
sale during Lent. Yeah.
I see.
So I didn't know about that until I was a little older. And I remember I was with my friend Stacy, like Keenan
Stacey,
and Brendan's
yeah.
mom. And we were out for pizza, or we're at somebody's birthday or whatever. It was probably a birthday dinner, and we were having pizza. And they were like, "Oh, we need to have cheese pizza." And I was like, "Oh, you guys don't like pepperoni?" No, I mean, I had no idea. I'm like, "You guys don't like pepperoni?" They're like, "No, we can't have meat." I'm like, "Is your family vegetarians?" I didn't know that. She's like, "No, it's because of Lent." And I'm like, "So fucking what? I'm in Lent too. Like, what do you mean?
I mean,
like,
Lent too.
we're all Lenting. Like, what do you?" I had never heard of
what
that.
did Lent look like for you guys? Did you just not? It just wasn't like a thing.
No, like I probably just went to more church. There was so much freaking church.
Probably just went to more church.
Probably just extra church services and Lenty songs.
And so Lenty songs. And so I've kept my promise, but me and my boyfriend made a rule that In-N-Out doesn't count because we're the worst. Because we live right across the street from it. And
It's very Christian of you.
Usually, like,
to just make
we get
up
like
your
lettuce
own rules as you go.
I know, real. But like we get like the lettuce wraps.
So wait, so you get lettuce
it's like
wraps
California
to make it
sober
healthy?
with weed, but Lent and burgers.
Wait, so that's how you justify it, is by lettuce wrapping instead of having buns?
Yeah,
Do you have the fries?
sometimes I do.
Do you have a shake?
I haven't really had shakes recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's more because like especially with Eric, like he loves to go to like Taco Bell really late at night and McDonald's.
Oh,
So it's
man.
more to stop us from like going to really bad places.
The bad. Yeah.
It's more, yeah.
In-N-Out is less fast food than like Taco Bell, McDonald's, and stuff. It's because it's
It
more
also
like
takes
real.
a lot more patience
more real
because the
food.
line is usually crazy at the one near our house.
Because it's actually like the food, the beef is like 100% beef. It's never frozen, and they
Good
cook
quality.
it to order. So
yeah.
it's more like ordering a real burger than like if you go to other fast food places.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know,
And
you
so
tried.
now,
you sort
I'm
of
sorry
did
if
it.
I'm offending anybody. I didn't mean to. But
Just yeah, you know what? That's life. Some people are gonna be offended.
yeah. But that's the only kind of thing that I've stuck to this year. I tried to really journal at the beginning of the year a lot. I haven't really stuck to it. I should get back into it. I will soon, because I just got a copy of The Artist's Way that I'm going to start.
Ooh.
And so maybe I'll start tomorrow or the next day.
You're gonna do the Course in Miracles next?
I don't know what that is.
Sorry, it's just another one of those books that everybody reads and it goes like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna read it again.
I'm going to read it again.
I've actually never read either of those books, but I also like I have a hard time with self-help books. I really
haven't. I've always loved them a lot more
I
than
think
her,
people like
even
them,
when
they
I was
don't
in
like
high
them.
school.
I've tried to read several different ones and I get so bored. I just find them to be really boring because they always feels like such common sense where it's like, if you want to be a better person, stop beating puppy dogs. And you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to write that down. No puppy dog beating. Like, it always just seems like, not that I'm saying
me,
I'm like
it's
doing
not
great already,
about-
but it's always like, I'm kind of doing this. Like, I'm a decent person.
For me, it's not
Duh.
about the main point of what they're saying, because, yeah, it all comes down to, like, the same general principles and rules depending on what type of self-help books you're reading. I feel like there's, like spirituality ones, like the Four Agreements and The Alchemist, which is actually, like, a novel. But, like, you know what I mean? Where it's, like, general principles of life and stuff. It's not about what they're actually saying or telling you to do. It's about the way the author writes it that I enjoy, and that's how I find, like, the beauty in it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Like, because I feel like the way that, like, it's like, oh, wow, that was worded really creatively. Like, that was, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's what I enjoy about it, or a good self-help book.
All right. Eat, Pray, Love.
I freaking love that movie. Don't even play with me.
I liked it. It was good.
It makes me want to go on an Eat, Pray, Love journey.
I know. We all need to go on an Eat, Pray, Love. This whole country needs to go on an Eat, Pray, Love
No,
journey.
literally. When I
Leave
went
the
to
country
Italy,
and go
my
see
first
that
thought was,
people are
I'm
different.
Eat, Pray, Loving right now. Like,
I know. Every meal we ate, we're like, oh yeah, we're in the eat phase.
yeah. I'm like in a perfectly healthy relationship and not single, and I'm like, I'm so Eat, Pray, Loving right now. Like, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I sound crazy right now, by the way, because I am having like a really bad
You didn't
allergy.
sound crazy to point out. You went, I sound crazy right now.
Because I'm having a really bad allergy attack. So I sound like I have a like a cold, or I'm having like a lot of sinus congestion. Oh no, I'm
Right.
showing my knees. My seductive knees. Sorry. Okay, so what else we were talking about? Oh yeah, like
Self-help books.
self-help books. I'm trying to think if there's anything like, the only thing that I feel like I've ever followed and stuck with that was a little bit like culty, or like
Culty.
I just think all that stuff is a little culty, is I think because I grew up in such stringent organized religion, a conservative religion, I'm very averse to anything that's like feels even remotely controlling now. Even in the form of self-help books, where it's just like, whatever, you do the hell, whatever you want to do is your business. I don't need people telling me what to do. I have problems with authority, all right? But the only thing that I feel like I've ever really followed really carefully and like stuck with it for a long time that was like a self-helpy kind of thing was when I was in my early 30s. Before I had you, I did Body for Life.
Oh boy, what's this?
It's just a fitness regimen.
Uh-huh.
And this guy wrote a book, and it was like a huge, big seller. And then like off of that spawned all this product of like different exercise programs and meal planning and blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
But the basic book, the guy I was dating at the time had a copy of it. And he's like, oh yeah, I've done this. It's actually like really effective. You just follow it. But it's a certain way of like doing weights and cardio and how to alternate it, and the type of like lifting that you do, like the sets that you do and whatever, and the way you do your cardio too. And then of course just like also following, like, it wasn't like a strict diet regimen, but just eating very reasonably and watching your calories and stuff. And I got fucking ripped, man. I was so
Amy
fit.
was in her baddie era.
I was. This is when I was in like 31, 32 years old. It's the only time in my life I've been in like killer shape. And it wasn't even that I was like thin or what. I was thin. I was super thin. I was like.
Wait, which guy was it that you were dating? Whisper it in my ear. Or wait.
Oh, it's nobody that you would know about, really. Oh. We didn't date for that long.
Okay, it's just a random guy. Okay.
No, it wasn't.
And I was like, you
no, it's nobody that you know. It's somebody you know. But you're like, whisper.
I was like, come here.
Let me whisper in your ear. But it wasn't even that I was like thin, and I was really thin. So I'm 5'3", and I was like, I would go shopping and I'd put on a pair of zero pants, and they would be roomy on me. No so way. I was like very thin, but I was really strong. I was like really lean. I was muscular, and I was fast. I was like the fastest I'd ever been, because I was doing cardio. I was running every other day. Whoa. But the way they have you do it is like you increase, like it's like interval training kind of.
Yes, like you start with like 10
slow, and
minutes,
you go faster, and then to your sprinting, and then you go back to walk, like jog, run, sprint, and then like you repeat that 4 times, and then there's like a warm up and a cool down, right? And so I would exercise for only like 20 minutes every day. I'm like just telling the whole body for life thing now. Here it is for free. You don't have to buy the book. Real? But yeah, and then you would do weights on one day, then you would do cardio, then weights on the next day, and you would alternate like upper body, lower body. And then you take one day a week off. So 6 days a week. Do,
like push and pull days.
Yeah, and I was like so fit. I was so fast. I was strong. I was like, I felt great. Mm-hmm. And that's the last time in my life I felt great. It was all down. Like then I had a baby, and it was all downhill from there. Thanks a lot, Aubrey. No, just kidding. No, I mean, you just get older. It just gets harder as you get older. But yeah. I mean, but that's the only thing I feel like I've ever followed that I was like, I'm gonna read this book and do what it says to do. Yeah. And yeah.
I used to be like really into working out. Like when I was in high school, you remember that when I was like 14, 15?
Well, that was during the lockdown.
No, that too. Like during the lockdown, I don't know if you like know this app that's like Women's Fitness or whatever it's called.
We got fit during the lockdown.
Oh wait, if we want to talk about like, if we're really gonna talk about like all this stuff and whatever, all the people who are my age from like 2020, did you guys ever watch like Daisy Keech workouts or like Chloe Ting workouts? Like when I was 12, boy, best believe I was in my room on my yoga mat like doing those stupid like, I don't want to say stupid because all respect to those creators. I was doing those ab exercises that were like 5 minutes to 10 minutes long, thinking that like magically something would happen. Like, I don't know. Abs specifically is one of those things though where everybody has a complicated journey with it, especially if you don't like naturally have them. I'm lucky.
Complicated journey with their abs.
Yeah, because people like think that you can do a 10-minute workout like that and that like magically you're gonna get abs somehow and you're still eating like really horribly. You know what I mean?
Abs is like almost all diet. I hate to break it to you, everybody.
It's all diet, unless you genetically just kind of have it.
Yeah. Like if you enjoy starving, then you can have abs. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
Not totally, but I mean, you'd have to like have such a specific routine and like literally be so on top of your macros and blah, 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 blah. It's like, if that's what you want to spend your time doing, then great, like for an aesthetic, but like, I would rather live my life and eat the food I want to eat. And, you know, like.
I agree. We're big foodies, as you know. And that's something that I'm honestly not going to sacrifice. And I had like a skin condition for multiple years and I was really, really miserable. And so I did some diets for that as well. Not long lasting ones, but I tried. What's the Prolon?
Yeah, we did Prolon.
I did Prolon. That was miserable. I did it while I was like on the last day. On the last freaking day.
On the last day, she ate pizza.
No, on the last day, I was at the movie theater with my boyfriend at the time. I remember saying, this is so freaking stupid. And so I just, you know those like chocolate covered cookie dough bites at the movie theater? Yeah, I had some of those. But I don't know, I think the diet stressed me out more. I feel like it's all like a personal balance. knowing yourself matters more than rules and sticking to regimens that other people set for you online, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, and I know that like someone recently asked me like how someone who knows us well was like, "Oh, how's Aubrey's skin doing?" Because it was bad. Really,
it
was
affected
severe.
Everything in my life. My
It-
health, my schoolwork,
Complete
my
quality of life
boyfriend,
affected.
Like, I was in
Stressful.
fucking
It was
shambles.
expensive. It was time consuming. It was lots of phone calls to try to get doctor's appointments,
Like-
asking favors to get into specialists, like all kinds of stuff. Yeah, and like
I would
It was a
honestly
lot.
like
It was a
wouldn't
lot.
wish that upon my worst enemy.
yeah,
Like-
it was a real disease, and that was like we were dealing with it on a daily basis, and yes, this friend was just recently asked me how your skin was. I'm like, it's fine now. Like it literally just kind of went away, and now it's fine. And I mean, we're just talking about chronic dermatitis, like eczema, like severe eczema,
And yeah, I overused topical steroids and it just inflamed the shit out of my skin and it blew up like it never did in my life before. Because I've always had patches of eczema, but I started overusing it and it was fine for months, but I just kept using it and it just boom, and all of them stopped working. And
it was bad.
yeah, I had a little case of topical steroid withdrawal all over my
like torso
here
and up.
I had some on here too, but yeah.
Yeah,
Well, insert picture wherever.
if you want to.
Oh
we
yeah,
don't-
I've shown it online multiple times.
Yeah, she
insert
has.
picture. That's what I freaking looked like.
Yeah, and it just kind of went away, and people were just like when people have something like that, everybody has all of their advice that they want to give to you. And I know that people just mean
or skincare products they want to.
they
like,
mean well, but it's like you don't think that we haven't tried like every fucking thing. Like,
Everything.
oh, you
I
should
was
try
putting-
eating this. You should try cutting this out of your diet. You should
I was
try
putting
doing this. You
shots
should
in
try
my
this
leg every
lotion.
2
You should
weeks,
try this
like my
drug.
mom
You
was
should
putting
try
them in me. I was
this
doing the shots.
supplement. You should. Is she sleeping enough? Is she eating this? She should cut out wheat. She should cut out dairy. She should stop doing this. It's like, you know what? Like she's a teenager. She's in high school. She's not going to be able to just stop eating wheat or just stop eating dairy. Like unless
I mean,
it's
some people have that drive. In high
some
school, and
people will do it.
I
I'm like,
don't.
it's not gonna happen. Like she's gonna have like a bite of something at some point, and then what would end up happening is we would feel guilty about it.
Yeah,
and then she'd be
honestly,
so stressed about like,
it
oh my
gave
God,
me,
I shouldn't
like,
have had that piece of
eating
cheese.
anxiety, or,
Then that would
like,
give her more anxiety I think was probably
when
exacerbating it even more.
Because when I wasn't on diets, then you're told all these foods are anti-inflammatory. So then I'm like, oh, this is all my fault. Like,
Yeah, the
You know what I
guilt.
mean? I had like a major guilt around eating any food that was like,
Enjoyable.
yeah, even like having things that weren't necessarily like unhealthy, like lemons or tomatoes or things like that. You know, they're considered like inflammatory things.
Oh my
or
God!
whatever.
Remember
So-
that one derm that we went to who was such a bitch?
I was just telling my friend Jada Jones about this, who struggled with topical steroid withdrawal, about this.
So we went to this
that I went to.
dermatologist. It was an office that someone had recommended to us, and it wasn't the doctor that they'd recommended. It was actually like a PA, a physician's assistant. Nothing against PAs, but it wasn't the doctor we thought we were going to see. And she, of course, like they immediately, especially when it's a teenager, they start asking about what is
are
your
you
diet
eating?
like?
Are you drinking a lot of water? And then I had this pressed juicery drink. Pressed juicery.
It was literally like a green
pretentious
drink or
ad,
something. Like
no, it was an almond and dates.
Yeah.
It had almonds and dates in it. No like refined sugar or anything. Just like the
it
sugar
doesn't
from
have
the dates.
chocolate. It doesn't
and
have
almond milk in it. Like we're talking like basic stuff here. And she's
real
like,
food, right?
yeah, this has a lot of sugar in it.
Yeah,
Like,
she goes, "What's your diet like?" And we were like, like pretty
Like,
good. I'd say
pretty
pretty
balanced for
balanced,
the
right?
most
And she goes,
part.
"Yeah, well, that drink has a lot of sugar in it." And I'm like, "Wow, she's like 15. Like, shut
like
the fuck up."
great
Like,
way to like give a child an eating disorder. Like what the heck?
I mean, it's a kid. I mean, that's one thing if that's like an adult, but even just the delivery was so like,
it felt rude, and I didn't think it was rude. And then we both compared notes afterwards, and I was like, yeah, that's freaking
no, that
rude.
was do better.
Yeah.
She could have done better. Yeah. So that again, we have digressed, but
It's finding
what it
balance.
is.
Finding balance when it comes to diets can be really hard. All things self-help, you have to know yourself well for anything to work. I think is like the main point here.
And you have to really be invested and interested in wanting to make some sort of a shift or change in your life. If you're just and that doesn't mean that you shouldn't read a self-help book if you're just kind of curious or interested. Maybe it will start you on a journey toward wanting to make a change. But I don't know. I feel like we put so much pressure on ourselves to be a certain way or to look a certain way or to achieve certain things that, you can go through life feeling this perpetual state of
Pressure,
disappointment.
being better, or
disappointed in yourself. Yeah.
And
Jinx.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm currently, what book am I reading right now? I literally was reading it yesterday. It's a self-help book. But the whole chapter was about time and how it really is this paradox and how there really only is this present moment. So think about what will make you happy, right? And I'm not saying go eat 1 million cheeseburgers because it's gonna make you happy, in this moment right now. Or go smoke crack because it's gonna make you happy right now. But what
on the next episode of Let's Discuss.
Aubrey's
Aubrey
just kidding.
smoke crack. No,
Just kidding. That never happened.
not happening. Not this episode.
Yeah. What would what's sustainable and would also make you happy or fulfilled in this moment? Because yes, we can think about the end goals, but it's just then there's just going to be another goal to get to, and you're not going to be satisfied unless you're
Well, and that's
okay
such a key
within
word,
yourself.
Saying sustainable, because
Sustainable,
we can all
yes, that's why I was let me think of it for a second. Yeah.
we can all go ham on something for a couple days or a week or maybe even a month or whatever. But who can just some people let's just take low carb diets for an example, right? Some people can just eat meat and cheese forever and be really happy. I would die if I couldn't eat bread and rice for the rest of my life.
Miserable. To
I
me.
would rather just jump off a fucking bridge if I could never have a piece of pie or that's nuts. It's crazy. And some people, I actually was going to go on a date with a guy. We ended up not meeting up, I think. Yeah, we did not. But we were texting for a few days and we were talking about meeting up to have lunch or something. And he said, just so you know, I keep a keto diet. I'm pretty strict about it. I'm like, wow, full.
Left. No.
I don't think I could live with that. I mean, if it was for a health situation or something like that, okay, fine. And I was like, oh, have you done that for long? And he's like, yeah, I've been doing it for several years now. And I really enjoy it, but I know it's not for everybody. He wasn't weird about it. He's I know it's not for everybody. And I said, oh yeah, I know personally I couldn't do it long term. And he goes, well, it allows me to stay thin and healthy, and it brings me a lot of joy to be thin. And so
that's true. Some people really do value that, and that is completely fine because that's your body and that's your choice.
He was into it. That was he went full hog on it, and that was his lifestyle, and that's what he chose. But I think that people like that often are I was getting the sense just only texting him for less than a week or something that, there are certain people who they will do what they want to do at the cost of whatever because it's for them. Mm-hmm. And if that's what they want to do, that's fine. But I think that they sacrifice a lot in their relationships as a result.
I also think maybe that person doesn't like spontaneity at all. I'm oh, you want to give me a piece of cake right now and I don't know what's in it? Yeah, I'm going to eat it because I can.
Wait, what was that word, Aubrey?
Spontaneity? Is that not how you say it? Is that not a word? Spontaneity. And this is how I find it. Let's look it up, guys. It's spontaneity. Spontaneity.
It's so
yes?
Cute. Oh, it's so cute. What do you say things wrong?
Spontaneity. Spontaneity. Spontaneity.
It's not spontaneity.
It's spontaneity.
Yes.
Spontaneity.
Yeah, hear that? Hey, I was on the right track. Ready?
It was very
Spontaneity.
very close. It was just cute hearing you say spontaneity, and you were so serious.
And she drinked.
Spontaneity.
You guys have watched the first episode.
I'm very spontaneous, but I'm getting lower and lower on the couch. I'm just laying down.
I know,
now.
you're just laying down.
So anyway,
I feel like people who I don't know. I like spontaneity, and I'm fine with that when it comes to eating and the things that I do. And that's why it's maybe I won't be able to work out while I'm on vacation here, or maybe I won't. You know what I mean? I want to eat this bread and this pasta while I'm in the
bread.
I'm not gonna hold myself back from that because it's a part of the way I choose to live.
Well, here's the other thing too: is that like I said, if that's your thing and you want to do that and you're fine with the consequences, that come with it, which often is like, I can't hang out with certain people, or other people don't want to hang out with me, or I can't go to this person's house for dinner, I can't eat at that restaurant or whatever. And that's your choice because that's what brings you joy. That's your business. But I personally don't really jive with people who are so inflexible to like, because I would rather, to me, it's a version of being closed-minded in a way. And I have a hard time with that because I feel like in general, like I like to try new things, not just because like I'm adventurous. I want to be part of experiences and I want to experience what other people experience and I want to be with people. When I'm with a friend or a family member, whoever, I want to know what makes them tick. And I want to, like, if you invite me into your home, for instance, I'm not going to be like, yeah, I brought my own bag of meat because I don't want to eat what you're eating. Like, that's weird. Like, it's like kind of rude. And I mean, if I'm going to come into your home, I want to experience what you have to offer me as a guest. And I want to accept that with an open heart and with an open mind and with a sense of gratitude for like, wow, we're sharing this moment together and you're sharing something with me. Like, can you imagine like just not ever like I'm so rigid in my ways that I'm just going to eat this pile of bacon instead. And you guys go ahead. Like, that's just like, all right. Like, that's exhausting to be around that. It's exhausting.
That like with food that can get really specific and also like very toxic and that can go into disorders as well.
It can.
Like, once again, take this with a grain of salt. Like, we're not speaking on everybody specifically. In all these scenarios, we're not talking about people who have allergies as well. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
We
There's
have many
all kinds
friends
of
with allergies and things like that.
There's
but
all
I
kinds
feel like
of
beyond food, it goes even into, I feel like we're very eclectic people. So, for example, we like doing things like going on roller coasters. Like, some people like going on roller coasters, visiting theme parks, going on hikes. Like, we are very adventurous people overall. So I think, I don't know, we just kind of like crave that kind of thing back in a sense.
Yeah.
Adventurous people.
And everybody's different.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
And that is cool.
Scene. No, but for real, I mean, like, wow, we covered everything today.
We did.
We talked about fetishes,
meat fetishes,
food,
and my skin condition
self-help
that I had for many years. Self-help books.
We covered a lot. We really did. We talked about Patreon. We talked about knees.
We did. I'm trying to. What is the book that I'm reading right now? Let me see.
Is there a specific topic? Or it's just like be your best unicorn or whatever?
I don't know. Wait, it's in my bag. I'll be back in a second.
Okay. So while Aubrey's gone, let's talk about her.
Here's my copy of The Artist's Way that I haven't started yet. And then I'm currently reading The Laws of Spirit.
The Laws of Spirit. I don't know that one.
I'm enjoying it. My sister Ashley gave it to me.
Oh, that book.
That book.
And are you
just cute little stickers in
finding any of the laws?
Any of the laws? Yeah.
Apply to you?
Apply to me? I think the laws apply to everybody. Because it's like simple topics like time, the power of choice, like really like, and how you really have to like think about, I don't know. I'm not getting philosophical because we'll be here for another like
we do have to wrap it up.
And I'm gonna start sounding like Jaden Smith. And so
oh man.
We talk about the political and economic state of the world right now. No, just kidding.
Spontaneity. Spontaneously.
Yeah.
All right, we talked about a lot.
Nobody should ever give me a mic again. Just kidding.
Just kidding. Oh my God, no. Okay.
Jojo, have you heard anything?
Nothing. I was thinking of something, but then I was realizing that I don't know what I'm talking about. And that's,
okay.
That's me a lot of
and
the day.
I have no clue what she's talking about.
Well, I was going to mention something that was mentioned in the last podcast we recorded, but I'm realizing like it hasn't been put out yet. But then by the time that this is put out, it will have been put out. But anyway, we haven't watched the cut yet, and I don't know if it made the edit. So anyway, I'm not going to reference it. See how that's the way my brain is going like 19 hours a day. So welcome to my world. Yeah. Okay. So, in conclusion, be your best self. Well, don't be a douchebag.
In conclusion, know yourself and
know thyself.
Figure out yourself. And that's so much easier said than
And
done.
if you don't know yourself, figure yourself out.
It's true. Like, because I don't know. I still have so much to learn about myself. I think
We all do. It's a lifelong journey because we're always changing too.
And the world also just been trained and conditioned to think one way because, especially in America, I feel like, I don't know.
Oh boy, and that's a whole other episode. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think for yourselves.
I know. Danger, danger. Think for yourself.
All right.
All right. That was our episode. It was kind of,
All
sort
over the
of.
place.
It was kind of, sort of, was about
New Year's resolutions.
about New Year's resolutions.
Did
about
you
resolutions.
guys stick to your resolutions this year?
Yeah, let us know in
know.
your in the
Do you have any
comments.
goals?
Did you make resolutions? Did you stick to them? If you did, how long? And maybe some of you are still doing it here in March. We'd love to
And we're
know.
rooting for you.
Or what did you give up for Lent, if that's your thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're totally rooting for you. And thank you so much for your support. Like, the podcast is continuing to grow really nicely, and it's exciting to have you all with us.
Thank you so much.
Very much.
We're grateful for you guys.
We are.
All
Okay. I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right,
we'll
I'm
see you on the
Aubrey.
next one. I'm Amy.
And
you've been watching Let's Discuss.
Bye. You've been listening to Let's Discuss with Aubrey and Amy.
Edited by the amazing Andrew Adame.
And special thanks to Eric Demchik for his technical help.
Let's Discuss was recorded on our couch at home in sunny Los Angeles.
Follow us on Instagram at Aubrey Amy Let's Discuss.
See you next time.